I am here with some of the craziest NBA Twitter hot takes that I have seen in a very, very long time. We can start off big and we can start off hot because this guy right here, he says that Chet Holmgren is going to be a big bust. He was getting bodied in the tournament. He isn't going to add much more weight, and he didn't show up like guys like Jabari Smith, Paulo Banchero, and others. And he says he doesn't see him being overly successful in the NBA. And to be honest with you, I don't really know how anybody can, say that a guy is going to be a bust like this early in their career because they haven't even touched the hardwood yet. They haven't played 1 second, 1 minute of NBA basketball. They haven't even played the damn summer league yet. So I don't see how you can say guys from 1 through 60 could even be a bust or even have like bust material because they haven't shown you guys anything on the NBA level yet. You guys only know what they can do in the college level. So to say that Chet Holmgren, who was the second pick in the NBA draft, he's going to be a bust is kind of disrespectful in my opinion. I don't know. That's kind of like saying back in 2003 that LeBron James fellow, the guy who came out of St. Vincent St. Mary High School, oh yeah, he gonna be a bust. But the only thing that we've seen from him is high school level basketball. We haven't seen anything from him on the NBA level. So you cannot, project an NBA player of where their careers are gonna go if you haven't even seen where the career is gonna take off, if you know what I'm saying. As for him getting bodied in the tournament, yeah. As for him not showing up like guys like Paulo Banchero, Jabari Smith, and the others, yeah, I guess. But I mean, we kind of said the same thing about Giannis not putting on weight. And, oh yeah, Giannis needs to put on weight, and then he'll be a force to be reckoned with. I feel like the same thing falls into Chet Holmgren's lap. And I feel like he's going to work this offseason, and you're going to be able to see some improvement from college to now. And I'm pretty sure after his first year, he's going to show y'all that he's put on muscle and he's putting in work. Because I think that Chet Holmgren is going to be a very good basketball player. And I think he's a very good fit for the Thunder's team that he got drafted to. This next one is actually from a Chet Holmgren fan. It's actually kind of crazy. But he says, I got a super hot take. Nobody in the NBA should be worried about the Golden State Warriors. They just won the championship, bro. I think people should be afraid of what Stephen Curry can do because Steph Curry literally said himself, at the age of 33, 34, is he 34? I think he's 34. At the age of 34, the man's literally saying that he feels like he's in his prime. If Curry is telling me that he's in his prime, I'm pretty sure Stephen Curry is in his prime. You know what I'm saying? Their system is one of the most unique that I've ever seen. Draymond Green ain't showing signs of slowing down. Klay Thompson, a little bit, but he still needs to find his rhythm. He hasn't played basketball in 2 years. I'm still kind of scared about them because they just beat my team in 6. I think most of the NBA should be scared of them because the way they ran through the West when everyone was saying, oh yeah, their West is very, very competitive. They ran through that competition. I'm sorry, but I'm scared of the Golden State Warriors, if you ask me. I'm kind of worried about them. They just won a championship. They're 4th in 8 years. I think we should be scared. I'm not going to really spend that much time on this one. But this says hot take. With Curry doing what he did, Kobe has fell out of the top 10. When it comes to top 10 lists, I really think they're just very subjective. I think it just depends on how you structure and what you value more. Like, do you value winning over stats? Or do you, value stats over winning? Or do you value longevity and durability? Or do you, rings? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Here's my top 10 list. I'm going to show you guys. I base my list off of longevity, stats, winning, and impact on the league. If you left your stamp on the NBA, hold all this with a grain of salt because this is just my opinion, and with this take, I think this is this guy's opinion as well. I personally do not have Kobe outside of my top 10. I don't know why people do, but that's just my opinion. Curry was already in my top 10 if you ask me, and I just think with him winning this 4th championship, it moved him higher. With him winning the Finals MVP, it moved him higher, and I got him at 7th all time. This next one's a little bit interesting because this one says Devin Booker won't win another NBA championship with the Suns or as the #1 option. And to be honest, if you ask me, I kind of disagree with this take as well. Because you got to realize, Devin Booker is literally only 25. And I don't know why people are still riding off the Suns like their championship window was closed. Because, one, they're still a good team. They still won, 64 games this year. They're still a very, good team. They have very good chemistry. They have a very good floor general in Chris Paul, very good shooting guard in Devin Booker who can create his own shot at the young age that he's at still. They might lose DeAndre Ayton, but I mean, Chris Paul could work with basically any point guard on this goddamn earth. I still think with them losing DeAndre Ayton, they're still going to be a very good team, and they can still, wheel their way to the NBA championship again, because the way they got to the NBA championship in 2021 didn't look so good. But I think that they, earned their spot to be there. As good as they were in 2022, I genuinely think that they dropped the ball. I don't know what the hell happened. I still don't know what the hell happened. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, neither of them showed up. And I just think that that's like a one-time thing. I still do believe in this Phoenix Suns team. I still do think that Devin Booker can lead this team to a championship as the number one option. I don't know why people are thinking that they can't. Maybe it's just they're blinded by the hate with Chris Paul and Devin Booker or whatever the fuck. I don't know what it is, but I think this team is still good and they still have winning formula. Okay, this one I saved because I want to go through it. I didn't read all of it. I stopped at one specific word, and you'll see which word I stopped at. I'm kind of disgusted right now because right here it says that Tatum has been exposed. And then this nigga decides that he wants to say, yeah, I would actually trade him for a balanced addition to the team and build around Jaylen Brown. Probably my quick upset hot take after losing a very winnable series. But he's a Celtics fan and he wants to trade Jason Tatum over Jaylen Brown. The take of the fucking, week has been Jaylen Brown for KD. Ever since this whole KD and Kyrie situation has come out, it's been Jaylen Brown for KD. And I don't know why the hell it's been that. I do not want to trade Jaylen Brown for KD, but now we're going off the rails. Let's get back to what this is. This man says that is the first time I can remember an NBA title lost because of excessive turnovers. And I don't think it was just Jason Tatum turning the ball over. I feel like the bulk of it was Jason Tatum turning the ball over. But people got to realize that Jaylen Brown in one game, he turned the ball over 6 times. That game where he had 34 points, he turned the ball over 6 times. It's not just Jason Tatum. I've seen Marcus Smart turn the ball over. I've seen Al Horford try to throw the ball over and he's throwing it over people's heads because he's a fucking big buff guy. I've seen Jason Tatum try to do that spin move and lose the ball multiple times. I've seen him try to drive in. I've seen Jaylen Brown out dribble the fucking air out of the ball, and lose the ball during turnover in game 4. I reacted to that on this channel. You guys can go watch that if you want to, by the way, after this video. But one, I don't think Tatum's been exposed because he's still only 24 years old. It's his first time in the NBA Finals. 2, we're not trading our star player. Everyone knows at this point you're not trading Jason Tatum. I can't believe there were actually talks at the beginning of last season that people wanted to trade Jason Tatum over Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum was not that guy to lead us to a championship. Now we know that he is. We don't trade him just because he has one bad finals appearance. You got to realize what he did in the first round, second round, and third round to get us to that point. A point that we weren't even supposed to be at. So no, I don't think Tatum's exposed. I just think he had a bad finals performance for his standards. That's literally all it was. Because I think the man still averaged 21, 7 and 7 or something like that. To be honest, if fucking Chris Middleton was putting up those numbers right now, he'd be looked at as like a fucking god next to Giannis, you know what I'm saying? But that's not up to Jason Tatum's standards. I feel like if he's in the NBA Finals again, he's not gonna do exactly what he did there. Here we go. After whatever the hell that take was, bro, I got something good for you guys. I got something good for the Boston Celtics fans. This guy says hot take, not really a hot take, because I mean all this shit's gonna happen. Tatum finishes first All-NBA. Okay, I'll take that. MVP, which he is actually my very early prediction for, not a homer pick. My actual prediction, I think Jason Tatum's going to win the most valuable player award for 2023 and finals MVP next year. And yes, I do think the Boston Celtics are going to the NBA championship next year. This is all for another video, but this guy says and either makes an all-defensive team or comes close to making it. I think that he's going to make an all-defensive team next year as well. I think everything this guy said is true, and the guy previous, let's just erase everything he said, you know what I'm saying? Because this guy is right.